Well, good evening, my loves, or my friends, or both. How are y'all doing? I hope well. If not, let's work together to get there. I'm wearing sunglasses right now, and it's kind of, getting a little bit later, but I have these huge rings and little lines on my face from sunning on Saturday. And all I was trying to do was light my hair a little bit in the pool. I didn't think I stayed there a lot long, but I got burned. Burn, baby, burn. Disco and fun. Oh, burn, baby, burn. So I was going to tell y'all a little story, some issue that I've had going on in my life since I was probably about 14, 15, maybe even younger. Um, we lived in a small town, and it only had like one shoe store. And my mom would take me in there, and they never had my size, so we had to travel to a couple different cities, Lexington and Louisville, to locate some shoes and then shop. Now, my mom hated shopping with me. Not she just I wasn't the best daughter to go shopping with. Number one, I felt like I was a Neanderthal at 14. I always thought I was overweight, and just wasn't as into fashion. Would have been, but as I wish I had been, because I think we would have had a lot of fun. So it was torture for her to have to take me anywhere. So we went to it was either Lexington or Louisville, and we shopped all day, and I was a bear all day. And we were there mainly to find shoes. At any time that my mom would see anything that she thought would be halfway decent for me, she would build up really high. So we go to the shoe store. This is the end of the day. She's worn out, and I'm just in a bad mood. And so we start looking at shoes, and finally, that's what she was doing. She was like, "Look at these shoes, Courtney. Oh, they're gorgeous. They would look so good on you. Try them on." So I go. I always had to go by myself. Didn't want her watching, and tried them on, and then took them off and said no. And so she asked me. She said, "Well, what was wrong with them?" And I kind of mumbled, "Well, they make my feet look big." So she had all these bags in her hand, and she finally just put the bags down and said to me, "Courtney, I'm going to tell you this one time, and one time only. They look big because you've got big feet." I was mortified. It was like the first time I'd ever heard that. But I couldn't travel anywhere and find shoes. We just needed to get a pair of shoes. So that's my point ever since then. And like I've told y'all my age. I'm 50 now, and I go into department stores, Macy's, Dillard's, wherever, or just like DSW, anywhere. And the only shoes they have in my side are usually on clearance, and they're like boats. Like boats. The ones I like, they never have my size. And I have argued and argued with the management at these department stores and said, this is discrimination against big feet. And this needs to change, because there are a lot of women out there that have some big feet. I'm a size 11. It's a weird foot, though. Sometimes I can do 10 and a half. 10, I'm pushing it, but I'll force my feet into it. And I've done 9 and a half and just forced them like this, crinkled up. But anyway, can somebody help me work to get the buyers more knowledgeable about big feet? Because this has been a tough road. I ordered them online, and they're huge. Wore some today and thought I was going to fall a million times. They're so wide. But there are never any in the stores. Okay, that's all. I love y'all.